I'm kind of curious. Do you read any of that garbage that people post about you online?
I just had to start this thread. Has anyone seen the website of that New Jersey douche, Neil Osprey? He films divorce video sessions and says it's like therapy. What kind of bullshit is that?
His operation will get shut down one of these days. It's about as legitimate as one of those massage parlors that hands out happy endings.
I think all the client testimonials he filmed are fake. Those are just paid actresses.
I'm a fraud.
Lonely women crying on his shoulder all day. What happens next? He leans in for a kiss? Or does he club him over the head like a caveman and drag him up to his bedroom?
Now there's a fascinating theory. Brilliant.
If I really wanted to send an angry message to my ex, just like everyone else on the planet, I have a phone and a selfie stick. Duh!
Yeah, angry messages, right. That's all I do. I pull out the camera and people start yelling at their ex. That's it right there. That's divorce video.
Neil is kind of goofy looking. He can only fantasize about hooking up with those hot divorcees. I guarantee you he gets shafted into the dreaded friend zone every fucking time.
Oh, this is great stuff, yeah. Free speech. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Especially on the internet, where libelous comments are encouraged. Oh, yeah, I sit there waiting for women to cry on my shoulder, yeah. Hoping that would somehow lead to sex. I'm not going to sit here and take this abuse anymore. When I get home tonight, I'm pulling out the camera. I don't need to hide behind a keyboard. Right now, I'm taking 90 seconds out of my busy schedule to record this blog post. The backlash against divorce video has finally brought me to a breaking point. You know, ever since I invented this process, all you internet geniuses have been trashing it. People say that I'm taking advantage of women in a vulnerable condition. They accuse me of cashing in on other people's misfortune. Also, they have this theory that I fantasize about being an actual filmmaker. And of course, they call me a fake therapist. I've never made the claim of being a therapist. I'm a self-styled grief counselor. You must feel wonderful because ignorance is bliss. Mostly I'm addressing all those wedding videographers, the ones who insult me not just professionally but personally. You want a taste of your own medicine? Okay, I've got some. Your customers basically think of you as a dork, because you are. You're a tool who has to work on Saturday nights in the summertime. Whereas me, it could be said that I'm a successful entrepreneur. I have created something valuable. I was courageous enough to declare myself a leader and not a follower. And there you are, year after year, spinning like a gerbil on a pinwheel. You really are a nobody. You're like a ghost in society. That's why you have to dress in all black. It's because you have no identity. All of you have the same name. Winston. Like a butler. So why don't you go fix me a cocktail? Chop chop. That's right, put on your polyester suit and your clip-on bow tie and some white gloves and go work the room. Walk around with your little platter full of salmon croquettes, inquiring ever so politely, would you like some more, sir?
When I filed for divorce last year, Betsy was really caught off guard. She probably thought I was too timid to do something like that. Little old Barry, the nice guy who always comes in last. She thought it was cute the way I had to beg and plead for sex. And it made her feel empowered saying no. Eventually, I stopped asking. That's why this online dating thing is really eating away at me. The women have the unfair advantage of being choosers, while the men are reduced to being nothing more than beggars.
And what happens when you get home to your ugly wife at 2 a.m.? Do you cry yourself to sleep, wondering what happened to your filmmaking daydreams from decades ago? You like to think that customers are paying for your creativity, but To them, there is no difference between you and some servant boy in the hospitality business. It is your job to bow down humbly before the wedding guests and to offer them a fresh towel after they use the toilet. I am not the one who is a failed filmmaker. You are. Okay, great. I am so glad that we've had this little one-way chat here in cyberspace.
Our sex life consisted of me begging for it and Gretchen saying, maybe tomorrow.
I know exactly what I need. Every fiber of my being is crying out for it.
It is simply not possible that you're begging me for sex right now because that hasn't happened in years.
No, it's not that. It's a 2-week yoga and wellness retreat in Arizona. Look, when I come back, I will be feeling as fresh as a daisy.
And how much will this cost me?
And how much will this cost me?
Wow, you're pissing me off so bad lately. I don't even think I want to have sex with you in the first place.
Oh, how I cherish your brutal honesty. Why is it that all we ever do is fight about sex and money?
Because you're never in the mood and you expect me to pay for everything.
I'm tired from standing all day.
Well, I appreciate that you're bartending, but ever since you started, it's made us both a little extra miserable.
Well, maybe I should switch to part-time. That would free me up for auditions.
I don't get it. 1 month you're an actress, the next month you're a dancer, then you're a floral designer.
I am a visual artist. That's what you found so alluring about me when we first met. You said I was mysterious.
That's because I had a split second to conjure up some classy pickup line because you were the prettiest girl I'd ever seen.
And you were the hottest guy I'd ever met. I didn't care that my sorority sisters were calling you a cradle robber. They were just jealous.
You were a hell of a lot more fun back then.
You were forever thinking of me as the 24-year-old blushing bride, as if I'm frozen in time.
You're frozen, all right. You're the fucking ice queen.
Why do you want to make love to me if you hate me so much?
I never said I hated you. I said I was pissed. I'm frustrated.
You're always saying mean things to me. How do you think that makes me feel?
It's the only way to get through to you. I feel like you're a million miles away.
I'm not feeling connected either, but here we are swimming around this fishbowl trying to avoid each other. This is not what I would call healthy.
Oh, and meditating in the desert is just gonna cure all of this?
I have never felt so enlightened. They taught me how to breathe properly and how to detach myself from all physical cravings.
They brainwashed you into not wanting sex. That's wonderful.
We would have tea at sundown, and some of the girls may have told me a thing or two about tantric technique. One of the girls said it saved her marriage.
If we were gonna try that, we'd have to skip a few steps. We haven't had sex in 42 days.
See, I am talking about us reconnecting on a deep spiritual level, and you are pulling out a spreadsheet from your sex journal.
So I can mark it down in the journal. What's the reason you're not in the mood tonight?
I'm tired, and drunk assholes from the bar are filling me with anxiety again.
I guess we'll just ship her off to Arizona. What's the matter tonight? Your chakras feeling out of balance?
Why do you keep poking fun at Tantra? I've heard the orgasm is mind-blowing.
And you're not gonna make me wait 30 to 60 days to find out. So 9 months into my online dating prison sentence, a miracle happened. It's like I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's all about her. And her name's Danielle. She's really smart and beautiful, only 37, barely a wrinkle. I swear if half my money hadn't been taken away, I'd be gallivanting all over Europe with her right now. Neil, I'm telling you, I am a shining example of how the best revenge is just living well.